Nick Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's making millions.
He's nothing like them.
Oh, Nick's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a super good guy. Super good guy. Okay. So Ashmore Estates started out as a Coles County poor farm. And by poor farm basically meant if you were poor, if you were a widow, if you were an orphan, basically just anybody that society did not want, this is kind of a place you would come to. It was a working farm, so everybody that was out here did have some kind of job. We had about 250 acres. We had, church, school, different workshops. They grew their own crops, butchered their own animals. So it was kind of like their own little city out here. So they were pretty much hidden away from society is basically how they wanted it. The part of the building that you guys are standing in was built in 1916 for the port farm. This was actually the second building on the property. The first one was built in the 1870s. And there are some pictures on the third floor that has a little bit more history that you guys can see when we go up there. This room during the port farm was actually the women and children's dining room. This wall over here was actually an exterior wall during that time. So these windows that you see here are actually original to the building. So these are from 1916. The original kitchen and storeroom for the poor farm would be the two rooms on the end back here. So that one and then this one down here. And then the room in the middle back here was actually added on when they added on the extension for the psychiatric hospital in 1977. And that's the part of the building that you guys came in where like the team room is, the bathroom is. And if you guys looked outside, you probably saw the difference in the colors of the bricks. That kind of shows you the difference of the buildings. And you'll be able to see it more when we go up on the third floor because you can see the difference of the bricks from the hollow bricks and the solid ones. Questions so far? Okay, we're gonna go across the hall.
That's all.
So this would have been the men's dining room, and then this, the boiler room, and the maintenance room in the back.
Is this where Joe moved out?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. All I said was yes, and I stopped myself.
Yeah, me
Because I was
too.
gonna keep going, but I was like, nope, I don't want to.
Me too.
Who's got a flashlight? How deep is this?
Mine's charging.
That was actually a water tank.
This right here?
Yep.
Can't get my flashlight to come on.
The horse is in the car.
Just go climb in and find out.
I can't see the back, so I'm not climbing in there. I said, how far back does that go?
It doesn't, I mean, it goes far back, but not too far. I've actually had people sleep in there.
Lord, I'm not saying.
Not me, but, I mean, more power to them. Alright, so if you guys are ready, we'll go out to the left and we'll go upstairs. Any questions
What's
so
the
far?
origin of the wheelchair?
So we only have one piece of original furniture here. That was here when we were open. It's actually a hospital bed that's upstairs. So everything that you see, like the wheelchairs and stuff that Robin brought in, either from estate sales or auctions. So nothing is original except for the hospital bed. It's on the third floor.
Just specific, yeah, right? It's just not really here
No,
necessarily.
no.
Is it true sometimes, do people hang out in those, or is that just on their website as?
Possibly. I've never seen them move personally. I've seen one of the tricycles move one time. I've seen a ball get knocked off from one of them once. But as far as them actually moving, I've never seen one of them. Now, whether other people do, I don't know. Because sometimes I have people tell me stuff that happens, but not always. So I don't know.
It's just good to know that they weren't from here.
No, they're not originally from here. There are motion lights on each set of stairs for those of you that haven't been here. So just keep that in mind so they don't freak you out later as it gets darker. This room right here It's basically just a room that goes under the stairs. It's like a dirt floor room. Not really sure what it is, maybe like a cold storage room. Most people don't investigate down there, but sometimes stuff does happen down there.
So do your motion like that or go off?
What's weird is that so they're on all streets. For whatever reason, the one on the third floor does. Just that one. I won't say much about it for those of you that don't want to know, but that room is an active area.
Is this a nurse's station?
Yes. So we were a poor farm up until around 1959, and then we turned into a psychiatric hospital, and then nursing home, development disabled home. We closed down for good in 1986, and then that's when we sat empty for about 20 years. Then it turned into the jump scare haunted house for about 10 years. Then Robin bought it in May of 2014 and kind of turned it into what you guys see now. So the second and third floor kind of mirror each other as far as the way they're laid out. So there are lights if you guys need them for whenever you guys are setting stuff up. There's a light switch there, and then there's one on the third floor in the same area. Just, if you guys want to pull this out, this medicine cart, and use it for like a prop or a trigger object, you guys can. These would have been bathrooms, so you would have had like your shower bathroom and your tub bathroom. So a room like this would have actually been split up into 3 rooms. So you can see like on the floor kind of where you're standing, where a wall would have been. So it would not have been that big. Just to give you an idea.
What's up? Society?
Nice place.
Have a-
So this is a room that Robin kind of put together to make it look like maybe what one of the rooms would look like. I won't say details, but spend some time in that room. Questions so far?
So I'm kind of turned around. Where they used to stare at this story of Christmas stuff?
They're in that room. So if you go to that door to the left, they're in that room.
Because it seemed like that I was here. And where's the girls' room?
Down there on the one, to the right,
All
by
right,
the nurse's station.
that's what I'm talking, okay.
Okay.
So that's what I'm
That's
talking.
why I was like, basement, girls, I was like.
Sorry,
what? I
I'm,
was kind of confused.
no, so that's, because it was near a nurse's station.
Yeah,
Um,
because that makes more sense, because a lot of times when guys go there and we folks doing stuff happens.
Yeah, and then I call it jingle bells, because when we were trying to leave, they would ring the
Really?
bells. And then I kept telling my daughter, we're getting ready to leave, we'd leave the room, and then it would go up, they would ring again. And then we'd leave, and then it would ring again, and finally I just said, I'm
There
done.
are still bells in there.
Are there?
So, yeah, they're hanging off the wall. So
Okay,
you can try it again and see what happens.
interesting.
Quick question.
Yes.
Robin said that there were already wires running up to this floor and the second floor.
So they're back there. And then I'll show you in the closet area They go through the floor right there,
Okay.
and I'll show you,
Okay.
up there when we go up there, I'll show you where they are too.
Okay, we got VNCs in here. Okay, cool.
Wow, life just got easier.
Oh yeah,
it did.
he's pretty much thought of everything. Yeah. Alright, we'll go up to the third floor. So the wires that you're looking for, they're in here.
Cool.
So, just to give you an idea of the bricks, so this kind of gives you more of an idea of where the old building and the new building start. So you can see the difference. So this would be the older building, the 1916 building, and this is the 1977 building. So just to give you an idea.
This is where the back,
I have not seen, I know, hopefully I don't jinx you guys, I have not seen the bat in a while. So hopefully it doesn't now. There may be a bird, because there was last weekend. It was down here in the very last room on the left. Tried to get it out, I opened a window, took the screen out.
that's that nice little lead.
Yes, very nicely, and it still wouldn't, so I can't promise it's not in here. This is the bed that I was talking about. This is the original bed, so this bed was actually here when we were an open hospital. And yes, you can sit on it, lay on it. Definitely do some spirit box stuff on it. It actually does still crank too, so the head of it does still move.
Really?
Yes.
More comfortable in the morning. I'm not sure. We've all been there. That bed used to be over here. I didn't do it.
We've got a lot of IRs.
These hallways through the closets. That's so weird. Cause I've heard lighter.
Kind of it as far as history without kind of tying in paranormal stuff.
Across the street from the hotel. They have that out for.
I will say, it's not just the building.
They had like a really bad experience over there, so. they-
We do have stuff that happens outside.
That's all I have.
We do have
Yeah,
stuff that
yes.
happens in the bunkhouses.
It's all over.
Yeah.
So don't count outside out, even though I know it's really windy. We do have stuff that happens outside and the bunkhouses. So don't count that out. Especially in the backyard area.
Oops.
Thanks. Especially out behind the bunkhouses, like where the street is. Did you watch Jack Osborne?
Yeah.
Okay, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, 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 which I knew before they brought those out here, and I was like, I told you.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So definitely do some stuff out there. We've had people get stuff out there, quite a bit.